On this glorious day, as we gather to celebrate the feast of the exaltation of the Holy Cross, we are reminded of the profound love and sacrifice symbolized by the cross, a love that transforms, uplifts, and redeems. In honoring our congregation, the Sisters of Mercy of the Holy Cross, we rejoice with thankful hearts for the sacred mission given to us to serve with love, mercy, and unshakable faith. On this auspicious occasion, we are blessed to commemorate the bicentennial birth anniversary of Blessed Mother Maria Theresa Scherer, whose extraordinary life shone as a radiant beacon of divine grace, inspiring all who encountered her with faith, humility, and selfless service to God and humanity. Born on the 31st of October, 1825, in the tranquil village of Meggen, in Canton, Lucerne, Switzerland, Catherine Scherer came into the world as the beloved daughter of Karl and Anna Maria Scherer. Though the early loss of her father cast a shadow over her childhood, she was tenderly nurtured by her maternal uncle, who provided love, guidance, and care. These early experiences of joy and sorrow wove together a heart rich in resilience, compassion, and steadfast faith in divine providence, a heart destined to illuminate countless lives through a lifetime of selfless devotion to God and humanity. As a young woman, Catherine served in the hospital at Lucerne, tenderly caring for the sick and the suffering. In this humble service, she discovered a profound joy, realizing that to care for the weakest and most vulnerable was to touch the very heart of God. This deep compassion and unwavering dedication would come to define her vocation, shaping a life marked by mercy, love, and selfless service to humanity. In 1844, at the age of 19, Catherine embarked on a pilgrimage to the shrine of Our Lady in Einsiedeln, seeking clarity and guidance for her future vocation. With the guidance of her confessor, Father Edward, she met Father Theodosius Florentini on 5th October, a visionary reformer devoted to addressing the social and religious challenges of the time. During their first encounter in Altdorf, Father Theodosius immediately recognized her strong character and remarkable potential. Inspired by his guidance, Catherine joined the newly founded Holy Cross congregation at the age of 19. As a novice, she took the name Sister Maria Theresa Scherer and, in October 1845, made her first profession together with 4 other sisters, dedicating her life fully to God and to the service of humanity. During the social upheaval of 19th century Europe caused by the Industrial Revolution, Father Theodosius Florentini, OFM Cap, envisioned a congregation dedicated to education, healthcare, and social welfare, with Sister Maria Theresa Scherer at his heart. In 1856, differences in priorities led to the division of the institute, Mother Bernarda remained in Menzingen, focusing on education, while Father Theodosius established the Mother House of the Sisters of Mercy of the Holy Cross at Ingenball, Switzerland under Sister Maria Theresa Scherer's leadership. Responding to widespread poverty, exploitation, and suffering, she co-founded the congregation. Their symbolic handshake marked the beginning of a lifelong mission of mercy. Mother Maria Theresa became the first superior general, guiding the congregation with wisdom and faith till 1988. Father Theodosius Florentini, OFM Cap, and Mother Maria Theresa Scherer responded boldly to the social challenges of 19th century Europe during the Industrial Revolution. With keen social awareness, they advocated for the poor, the sick, and neglected children, opposing injustices such as child labor. Under their leadership, the Congregation of the Sisters of Mercy of the Holy Cross established hospitals, schools, and homes, providing practical aid and comfort to those in need. Mother Maria Theresa often inspired the sisters with words that captured their mission. We visit battlefields to nurse the wounded soldiers. We enclose the sick in our arms. We regard the poor and rejected as our special loves to quiet their hunger and soothe their pain. In short, we hurry to anywhere where human needs call us to be. Recognizing the vital role of women in education and society, Father Theodosius emphasized schooling, and Mother Maria Theresa, as co-founder and later superior general, ensured the congregation's ministries of teaching and healing flourished. She constantly reminded the sisters of their sacred calling. There are plenty of people to do the pleasant things, we do not need sisters of mercy for that, and encouraged them. Their tireless work became a model of Catholic social action, combining practical aid, education, and advocacy for human dignity. In every response to the needs of the poor, sick, and marginalized, they reflected God's mercy and love. Over time, those who knew Mother Maria Theresa Scherer recognized the many ways in which she touched the lives of different people, so she received the title, to her sisters a mother and a sister, nurturing them with love and guidance. To the poor and middle class, a mother of the poor, standing with them in their struggles and offering care with compassion. To the rich and influential, a queen and an able administrator, wise, prudent, and capable of leadership. To the children, a good teacher, patient, gentle, and inspiring. To the sick and sorrowful, a compassionate, empathetic sister and comforter, who could be present to them in their suffering. And to all, a godly woman, who prayed constantly and, above all, trusted God at all times. Under her leadership, the congregation grew steadily. From its early days in Switzerland, the sisters extended their mission to neighboring countries, establishing schools, hospitals, and social service centers. Wherever there was suffering, loneliness, or need, the sisters were present, faithfully following the path laid by their foundress. Mother Maria Theresa faced many challenges. Misunderstandings, hardships, and the difficulties of guiding a growing community. The journey was far from easy. The untimely death of Father Theodosius Florentini, OFM Cap, the beloved founder of the congregation, on 15 February 1865 brought a shadow of sorrow and uncertainty over the young community. Father Theodosius passed away, leaving behind a substantial debt, which became a heavy burden on Mother Maria Theresa's shoulders. Undaunted, she worked tirelessly, traveling far and wide, humbly seeking assistance, paying off debts while pledging her unwavering dedication to the congregation. She faced numerous crises with bravery, navigating each with steadfast faith, tender courage, and a heart fully trusting in God's care, believing that every step of their mission was guided by divine love rather than human plans. She was a woman of profound faith, seeing herself and others as precious children of God, deeply rooted in prayer, trust, and spiritual strength. Love, compassion, patience, and forgiveness defined her character. She radiated peace and serenity, balancing contemplation with active service, dedicating herself to the poor, the sick, and the marginalized. In her, intellect, heart, spirit, and action were united, exemplifying holiness made visible through everyday deeds. She faithfully carried out the motto of the congregation, "The need of the time is the will of God," and compassionate love for all, especially for the poor. Mother Maria Theresa constantly reminded the sisters, "Simply go the way of the Lord and seek nothing extraordinary." For her, total devotion to Christ crucified meant total service to neighbor. Her life was a living testimony of this truth, an enduring legacy of mercy, humility, and selfless devotion. She found true joy in offering her life as a gift of love to the Lord and to those in need. On 16th June 1888, after days of suffering, she softly whispered, "Heaven, heaven," and passed away. It was the end and the beginning. Mother Maria Theresa's terror remains an enduring example for all. Her inner strength flowed from her deep spiritual life, spent in hours of prayer before the Blessed Sacrament, where the Lord communicates His love to those in close relationship with Him. Her life of prayer, service, and selfless dedication left a lasting legacy. Though her death marked the end of an era, her spirit and vision continue to inspire the sisters and guide the growth of the congregation. Mother Maria Theresa truly fought the good fight. Through her life and work, she reminds us of the central place of the mystery of the cross, through which God proclaims His love and grants salvation to the world. By faith, hope, and love, humanity participates fully in the mystery of the Redeemer's cross and shares in the glory of the resurrection. The cross has a cosmic dimension as well, lifting the whole universe to Christ, the Lord of history. Today, as her daughters, we continue the mission she began. We are present on 4 continents, organized into 12 provinces, 3 vicariates, and 1 house. With over 2,540 sisters living in 290 communities, We carry forward her vision of mercy, service, and trust in God's providence. In India, our presence is spread across 5 provinces. Central Province, Hazaribagh. Northeast Province, Patna. South Province, Bangalore. Mid-India Province, Raipur. East India Province, Siliguri. In every place where we are present, the spirit of Mother Maria Theresa continues to inspire us. In schools, we nurture the young and form them with values of faith and service. In hospitals, we care for the sick and the suffering with compassion and dignity. In villages and parishes, we walk with the poor, the marginalized, and the forgotten, standing beside them in solidarity. To downtrodden women, we extend our support, striving to uplift them and restore their dignity. Wherever there is a cry for help, we are called to respond, just as Blessed Mother Maria Theresa responded in her time. Her words continue to echo in our hearts, totally given to the crucified, therefore totally given to our neighbor, true witnesses of the love of Christ. These words are not only a memory of the past, they are the guiding light of our present and the hope of our future. Our vision remains clear and steadfast, to remain rooted in God, open to people, and ready to respond to the needs of our time. From Megan to Ingenball, from Switzerland to the world, we walk forward as her sisters, grateful for the past, faithful in the present, and hopeful for the future. With courage, we continue the journey she began. With joy, we embrace the mission she entrusted to us. And with trust, we place everything into the hands of God's providence, following her example of love, service, and unwavering faith.